Supervised learning. Supervised learning is one of the learning methods in which the data, observations, and measurements are defined with predefined classes. It is similar to how a teacher explains content to students. The pairing of each input vector with the target vector determines the desired output. Training pairs mainly deal with the input vector and the corresponding target vector. The training process takes place when the input vector is applied, resulting in an output vector. If the actual response differs from the target response, the network will obtain an error signal. The corresponding error signal is used to calculate the adjustment of weights so that both the actual and target outputs match. A supervised algorithm in a neural network encompasses classification and regression types for learning processes. In the classification type, outputs are confined to a finite set of data, whereas in the regression type, the output may contain analytical data within the given limits. The best execution process for error minimization is the supervised learning algorithm. Input and output data are used to train the mapping function of the network and are given by the following relation, where fa is the function of input A. The aim is to provide an approximate mapping function so that new input data, A, help to predict the output, B. The supervised learning algorithm is shown in Supervised learning. The purpose of supervised learning is to vary its weights according to the input/output samples. After executing this network, input to output mapping with minimum error has been achieved. Without proper training sets, performance is no longer determined, while it seems stochastic in either case. Unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is the type of machine learning function that describes the hidden layer from the unviable data. The unviable data explain the classification and measurements that are not included in the observations. Because of unviable data, there can be no calculation to reach an accuracy level. Unsupervised learning is utilized in self-organizing neural networks, and this type of learning does not require a teacher to teach the network. To train the network, data sets used in the supervised model are used along with the synaptic weights, which are assigned as. It has the ability to solve complex problems and analyze the changes that occur in undefined data. It is widely used for preprocesses in the network of a supervised learning algorithm. A block diagram of unsupervised learning is shown in Unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning methods can be further grouped into clustering and association problems. Clustering is a basic method to analyze the data that occur in the network. It spots some inherent structures present in a set of objects based on a similarity measure. The clustering technique is based on statistical model identification or competitive learning. It is widely used for feature extraction, vector quantization, image segmentation, function approximation, and data mining. The association learning rule is a machine learning method to create relations between variables in large databases, and the approach to unsupervised learning is of two types, namely anomaly detection. Neural networks learning, Hebian learning method. Anomaly detection. Neural networks learning, Hebian learning method. Anomaly detection is used for analyzing events and observations. The system is broadly classified into three types such as unsupervised anomaly detection, supervised anomaly detection, and semi-supervised anomaly detection. It preprocesses the data sets and detects the faults that occur in the system. The Hebian method is a learning rule that determines the weight of the two different units either to increase or to decrease the weight to activate the function. Learning is performed by varying the synaptic gap between the weights. The weight of the vector increases gradually with respect to the input. The Hebian rule for updating the weight is given by where one new is the new weight equal to the sum of the old weight and the learning method CAB.